Hola, hola, bienvenido, bienvenido. What's shaking, soldiers? I'm Savvy D. Jones, and welcome to my second webinar, Your Relocation Roadmap. And the purpose of this workshop is just to show you guys how to use the website called The Earth Awaits. For many of us that are 50 plus, we are considering moving abroad. Some are younger, some are older. And I just wanted to show you what application I use to help me when I'm thinking about gallivanting somewhere across the globe, um, where I'm considering having a third residency. And I just want to share that journey with you. So, my YouTube channel is Savvy Souljar Abroad. And there I talk a lot about my co-living lifestyle here in Chapala, Jalisco, Mexico. I actually am I currently, there was here, our third person is going to be moving in next month. And then we still have one unit that is available for anyone that wants to check out that golden girl on steroid lifestyle of co-living. It has its advantages. And I share that on my YouTube channel, Savvy Souljar Abroad. So today, what we're going to do, and my last video, someone mentioned something about the voice was low. So I hope that I have adjusted that so that the sound is really good and that you're able to hear. So without further ado, I think last week, Saturday, we kind of checked out Merida in Mexico. I really like Merida. I have never been there. It's just the research that I've been doing with it. One of the things that I really like about it is that it is like all points go as far as quality of life. That's high. Quality of health care. That's high. Pollution is low. Crime is low. And it has a walkability score of 97. So Merida is a wonderful place for someone like myself who's approaching 65. In June, I will turn 65. And so there's certain things that I want to have in place when I consider residency in another country. So I want to show my screen. Let me get that up. Today we're gonna venture outside of the of Mexico. This today we're gonna check out Panama City. And one of the reasons I picked Panama is that there is a wonderful program available through, it's like a touring residency relocation company called uh, Blacks Black Expats in Panama. And uh, I want to, I plan on taking that trip. I plan on doing that. And so I said, well, let me do my little Earth Awaits research with you guys today. And then we will see what is good, bad, ugly, and everything in between about Panama City. So here on the Earth Awaits app, the search criteria that I'm putting in now. So last week I did a budget of $2,700 and I wanted a modest lifestyle. Today I'm doing a very lean lifestyle. I want the pollution, I just left that at the default of any, but I put crime at moderate. I don't want a high crime volume city. So those are some of the filters that I put in. Instead of $2,700, because the average pension for individuals in 2025 is about 1,920. What were my notes? Well, I think it's 1,000. The average is $1,920.48 per month. That's the average Social Security check for retired workers. Now, the average overall recipients of Social Security checks is closer to $1,783.55. And if you were someone with an amazing work history and at the highest taxable income for 35 years, your average check is about $4,018 per month. But I wanted to go close to the overall average of somebody that's retired. And so I went with 1950 as a budget. And I know that's probably higher than what some of you guys are receiving, because the average Social Security check for retirees is about 1389.51. That's the average. But the average check for retired workers in 25 was the 1920.48, $1,920.48. So that's why I'm using the budget of 1950 for today. So let's check out Panama. Let's check out Panama. As you guys are coming in, if you cannot hear me, please let me know whether or not my voice is too low. So here we have Panama. Let's look at the next video, the next picture. Let me bring this back down. So here's another picture of Panama on the Earth Awakes app. I wonder if that's the harbor. Probably so. But these are probably some historical places that we may want to check out in going to Panama City. All right. Excuse me. All right. So the last time I really didn't talk too much about these items across here, but I do want to talk about them today. I'm still using the free version of the website. You can, use this with a paid subscription of $6 a month, or if you want a discount of 33%, you can pay $48 for the whole year and save $24 to have all of the tools and whistles that comes with the application. Excuse me. So let's talk about some of these things here. What is freedom like in Panama? So when we click this, with the freedom score is 83. So that's pretty good. Political rights, 71. Civil liberties, 71. Freedom on the net is unknown. Freedom of the press is partly free at 59. Corruption index, 38. And women's equality is 73. Abortion for social and economic reasons is not prohibited. I mean, is not free. Abortion to save a mother's life is a green check. Constitutional non-discrimination clause, got a check there. Same-sex activity is legal, got a check there. Same-sex unions legally recognized is not a go. Same-sex marriages, not a go. Adoption is legal. Same-sex adoption is not a go. However, the LGBT people may serve openly in the military. We do have a check there. Anti-discrimination laws concerning sexual orientation. We do have a check there. And anti-discrimination law concerning gender identity exists. We have a check there. The purchase of alcohol, as far as age, is unknown, and legal status of cannabis. They say it's illegal in Panama. So that is the information that you're able to ascertain when you check out the freedoms that are available in certain countries. And you want to know that when you're going somewhere. You don't want to be breaking the law. Ignorance is not an excuse. Here, let's check out the weather in Panama. Let's see. Okay, so in March, the average is 92 with 52% humidity. June, 88 degrees is the high with 66% humidity. So it looks like the humidity is a thing in Panama. September, humidity jumps to 72%, high of 87 degrees. December, and December is when I was contemplating on going for the residency tour that's available there by Black and ex in Panama, Black expats in Panama. Um, but I'm thinking that I may have to postpone mine until the beginning of next year. But it is something that's definitely on my radar. It's definitely on my diva list of things to do. I plan on I love that somebody's already curated a safe and pretty inclusive tour package for us to go and check out Panama with somebody who's already got boots on the ground. I think that's a soft landing that I can appreciate. And so I'm looking forward to going. Now, because I have the free version of this, I am going to upgrade. I've decided that I do want to do that, especially with us being in the political, you know, the political chaos, the the political pulse that we currently have to deal with. I want to know what travel alerts are in place. So I am going to go ahead and upgrade to the annual plan so that I can monitor travel and safety alerts from multiple governments and get notified of any situations or changes that may arise for things that I have highlighted in my like or planning on traveling to agenda. I think that is the smart thing to do. So the next time that we do one of these workshops, I will have the paid version so that we can look at some of those things. There is the miles and points for the traveling that is associated with Aero Mexico Club Premium Sky Miles or Sky Team partners, and then also the Aegean Airlines Star Alliance partners. So there are opportunities for you to use your points when scheduling flights. So I think that's a pretty nice feature to have on the Earth Awaits website. And then finally, schools. Okay, now schools is another thing that I'm not able to show you with the free version. And although I don't have children that I need to be worried about going to school, I think that the fact that Earth Awaits does um, has contacted two excellent international schools in Panama that they've got collected data from, so that you parents who are thinking about relocating and you're bringing your children with you and they're still of school age, you would want to get the paid version of this application or this website so that you can look into those things. So I think that that's a great thing. And then here we go with the budget. All right, so for this, I did the lifestyle very lean. Again, two people. An apartment, one bedroom in the city center is going to be about $1,122.50. That's the cost of Panama City. A one bedroom outside the center is going to be about $876. A two bedroom in the city is estimated to be at $1,500. So if your budget is $1,900, you know that's a pretty hefty cost for a place to stay. A two bedroom outside the center would be about $1,245. 3 bedroom in the center, okay, you're over budget at this point. On a 3 bedroom apartment, 16, I would consider that over budget as well. Basic electricity is about $124. Your internet is going to be about $50 a month. So with the housing and the internet, um, your total is coming to about 972.57. And we haven't done groceries yet. So here's the cost of food for 2 people per month. Chicken breast, $36. Imported beer, I don't drink beer, have never been able to grapple with that taste. A bottle of wine, $20, that's more my speed. Cappuccino. I order my coffee from a wellness company, and I'm so grateful that they do ship to Mexico. I'll have to find out if they ship to Panama. So these are the groceries: potatoes, tomatoes, bananas. I just bought me some bananas this morning at the supermercado. So groceries, right around $353. So let's see here. If you're going out to a restaurant, I might be able to go twice a month with my husband or boyfriend, and that would cost me about $110. So we're gonna be eating a lot at home. Hold on, folks. Hey, baby, I'm in the middle of a video. Can I call you back? Okay, I'll call you back as soon as I'm done. Love you. All right. Sorry about that, folks, but you know, got to pay attention to when my man calls. Let's see here. Gasoline. I don't own a car, so I'm not worried about gasoline. I use public transportation and walk. And we're gonna check out some of that other information. Okay, so that is $352 for, other incidentals outside of your food and your housing. But you can live in Panama City on a lean budget for $1,678.31. Now let me go back to, I want to look at some other things concerning Panama. Let me move myself. Let's see here. Let's go here. So that's Panama. That was the details. Now, the population is 408,168 in Panama City. The pollution is 61, and that's out of 100. And then the crime is not very bad. It's 47. I would consider that to be moderate crime. Housing, 972, food, 353, and other incidentals would be $352. So that is for Panama. Let's go back to the browser here. There were some other things that I wanted to, I'm hoping that I'll be able to do this. Let me check out this. Just a minute. Let me go back to Panama, because I wanted to know what their that's the cost and the breakdown details. I was hoping that I could find more information about that, like the walkability and things like that. And I'm not seeing it on here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So population, almost 2 million. Your internet speed is on average is 65.0 megabytes per second. And then your broadband up speed is 34. Purchasing power 41.16. Traffic index is 159, almost 160. So th these are things that really I look at a lot when I'm considering going somewhere, like the quality of life. That's real important to me. And in Panama City, now there's other places that we can look at in the country of Panama, but in Panama City itself, the average, the quality of life is only average at 49, but the quality of healthcare is 79. And so that would be someplace that I would consider going because, quality of life may be only average, but at least I know that I've got some quality health care. And at my age, um, even though I'm a healthy individual, I'm aging. So I want to make sure that the health care is going to be something that I can depend upon as I age. The crime is moderate at 53. Pollution is 62. And so I would, when I go on my scouting trip, when I sign up to go on that tour that's available for us who are considering Panama as a place of residency, I'm going to be checking out what about the pollution puts it at high. You know, is it the emissions from the vehicles? What is it that puts the pollution at a high? Now, the walk score is the highest that I've seen in looking at different cities in the Earth Awakes at 100, 100 out of 100. So it is a walker's paradise. And let when we're looking at the walk scores, I'll just show you how the walk score works. So a walk, they also give you a transit score, and they'll give you a bike score, because people get around different kind of ways. But I'm a walker. No car, no desire to really have a car, but I like having friends with a car. So anything from 90 to 100 is considered a walker's paradise. You can do any of your errands and you don't need a car. 70 to 89 is considered very walkable. Most errands can be accomplished on foot. 50 to 69, somewhat walkable. Some errands can be accompanied on foot. When you get lower than 50, more than likely you need to have a car or at least access to a car. Most errands are going to require a car. 0 to 24, almost all errands require a car. The other option is to use public transportation. So again, 90 to 100, world-class public transportation. 70 to 89, excellent transit. It's convenient in most trips. You're able to do most of your trips. It's going to be easy and convenient for you. 50 to 69, nearby public transportation are options. Now, when you get to less than 50, nearby public transportation, the the uh, the options are fewer, and in less than 25, it's almost non-existent. You're going to be hard pressed to find a bus. And then we have our biker's paradise, very bikeable, somewhat bikeable. I've never been a bike girl. Okay, so that is what the walk score is about, and you can find that right there on the app. Good things to know, considering we're not going to always have the conveniences that we have in the US in most cases. So that is it for Panama today. All right. I wonder if there are some other cities that we may want to check out in the country of Panama. Let me go to the sorter. We're going to stick with the same budget. 1950, family of two, 1 bedroom. Again, the countries that I'm looking at are North America and South America. It gave me 33 results. Let's see here. It's the list. Let's go with country name. So Barbados. Barbados was another one that was interesting to me. because of the low crime and really, really low pollution. I really liked that. And we could on a lean budget, you can live there for 1630 in Bridgetown, Barbados. Let me go with my see. I want to go with the browse. And I am going to put in there the city name, the country, Panama. So the only one that's coming up with that is Panama City. Okay, city name. Oh, let me go with country name. Country name. There we go. So again, the only thing that's coming up for me with the filter that I have in place is Panama City. Hmm. Let's see. I go with, let's see if I go with a bigger budget. Again, I don't want Africa, Oceania. I don't want Europe. And let's see if I up my budget back to 2,700 like I did on Saturday. I'm going to say any crime. I'm going to say any pollution. I'm going to keep crime at moderate. Any pollution and a modest lifestyle instead of no instead of modest. Let's see if I go with lean instead of very lean. And let's see if Panama comes up again. Let's see, 42 results. We got Canada and the United States. Canada and the United States. A lot. Canada and there's Barbados again. Mexico. Puerto Vallarta. Guanajuato. I hope I'm not making you guys dizzy. I don't have real good control over this thing. Punta Cana. My sister wants to go to Punta Cana. She just likes the name. Panama City is there again. So for $2,237, you can live moderately in Panama. But I'm only seeing Panama City. I'm not seeing any other cities in the country of Panama, which is pretty interesting. Let's look at Costa Rica. Let's look at so for there I can live moderately there. Good pollution score and good crime score. 335,000 people there. Let's check out what we got going on here as far as quality of life. Okay, so the quality of life is average. Healthcare is high. Crime level is moderate. Pollution level is moderate. And it's a walkable place of a score of 96. So average quality of life. And so when they talk about quality of life, they're talking about things like, let's see, the wealth, the employment, the education, physical and mental health. They're also looking at religion. They're looking at social belonging. They're looking at safety and security and freedoms. So when you look at all of those attributes, the quality of life in Costa Rica is 48, but their health care is high, 63. And I can deal with an average quality of life. I feel if I can if I can have that high quality of health care, because that'll play a factor in it. I would prefer lower crime, but you know, you got crime wherever you go. It'll be interesting to know what the crime level is in many of the U.S. countries, or states within the U.S. Um, it would be interesting to look. But I'm not trying to stay in the U.S. So unless somebody comes into the workshop and they specifically ask for me to check out a city within the U.S., I'm going to stick to foreign countries in North America and South America. Hmm. San Jose. I've never been to San Jose. Okay. It looks pretty modern. Like I love the green space. Love the green space. I'm a nature girl. Streets, I can see the walkability of the streets in the, at least in these pictures. Okay. So there you have it. Was their score in the 90s? Yeah, 96. And so those pictures were resident, they showed that that walkability is about 96%. Okay. All right, that is all I have for you today. Today we went to Panama. It is on my diva list to go visit. I at first I was planning on going in December, but now because I have another trip I'm going to do in December, and I'll share that on Saturday. I am going to postpone my Panama trip, excuse me, until the beginning of the year. All right. I want to thank you for joining me as we did our little virtual vacation to Panama City. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I will upload this to my YouTube channel, Savvy Souljar Abroad. If you haven't uh, already done so, please subscribe, leave comments, leave questions. I love engaging with you guys to answer your questions. I've been here in Mexico for almost going on 4 years, a little over 3 years, about 3 years and 4 months. And I do have my 4 year residency in 27. I'll just flip it over to permanent because I love Mexico. I love Chapala, Jalisco. It has been really good to me. And I just want to share what I know with you so that you can grow in your endeavors as to where you want to travel to, whether that's to Mexico, to Panama, to Portugal. Those are some other places that I'm going to be researching here on the website. And I love doing it as a group, doing it as sisters, sharing our experiencing, sharing our knowledge so that we can grow together. Until next time, be well, live free, and prosper.